Yeah, bro. So, man, look, welcome to this session, man. It's Tyler Reacts, man. It's my other account. I'm uncovering secrets, man. So we gonna talk about some interesting things, man. So we gonna get into this ancient stuff, man. Now, what we talking about, like in my first video, was uncovering some things that I unlocked with the Sumerians and what's really going on with that. But today, I want to talk about. I want to read this this document or this article that I'm trying to, like, when they speak about planets and things like this. When they speak about Mars is the main one to me. That's the one, because that's the one, But it's Mars, Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. All these planets, man. It's as if I'm gonna show you why some of these planets pertain to certain places on Earth, like continents, land masses. Let me show you. And I'm gonna start by talking about Mars. Mars is, a lot of people are talking about Mars and how it looks like a certain place in the world today. You go somewhere, it looks like it. So now I'm gonna show you this is in a class. This is this is out for the public, okay? But I'm gonna show you this. So let's see. Let's go way back up to the top. Okay, so right here you got Mars exploration, May 22nd, 1984. Okay. Now, make sure you like and subscribe too if you're into this, bro. And type down what you want me to talk about, because I guarantee you, bro. I am not a regular individual. So let's get into it. May 22nd, 1984, bro. Especially my black and brown people, tune in. Alright, so this is what we got right here. So I'm gonna go back here. Let's go down some more. Now, as you can see, as you're looking at this is as you can see, proof of release, so you can say that on camera. This, I don't think this is an actual copy. They probably made their own little version of it and put it out there. But let's look at this, man. You can take it serious or not, but like I said, to me, when it comes to the laws of the cosmos, right, the number one thing, right, that you figure out, bro, the number one law is karma. And so the third one, where things come around, like, I'm gonna say this, it's not something you can dodge. It's something you're gonna have to. It catches up with you, like it's. That's all I'm gonna say, man. But let's get back into it. Okay, so this is a 3x4 or 5 card, whatever. Who cares? The planet Mars. Okay, so we're talking about time of interest. Interest approximately 1 million years BC. I'm a very skeptical individual. I don't just read things and my neurons, they don't accept it. It's not the type of mind. It doesn't read things and go, oh, okay, like facts. No, I'm very skeptical about everything I read. So just know that I'm not a regular individual. So now you have the coordinates here, and then look at it, says these are coordinates. Now, if you know how to look up coordinates, then you know how to look up coordinates. If you're one of those people who know how to look up coordinates, then you know how to look up coordinates. All right. So we're gonna go to here, May 22nd, 1984. Okay. Plus 10 minutes. Okay. These are the degrees right here. See. Now the only thing that's weird about this is, why are they only giving us like the short little bit, like. And and then like we're already skeptical about a map, so it's like, come on. But I'm gonna tell you the thing about me. I don't need any of their coordinates because we've seen the evidence already. You see, we don't need their coordinates. Northwest, okay, whatever. We don't need the coordinates. It honestly never intimidated me to see those coordinates. Why is it even there? For me, it doesn't have to be there. I can just write that out. It doesn't matter. You know, but unless there's something else. But then again, 2024, what do we not know? I want to say it looks like, okay, I'm gonna pass all this, but I want you to see this first. Okay, he doesn't know, okay. It's a bleak pyramid. Okay, it says, I kind of got an oblique view of a pyramid or pyramid form. Okay, it's a very high, it's kind of sitting in a large depressed area. Now, I'm gonna go to something else here, guys, because you're gonna start, as this live goes on, you're gonna see how more important me reading this is actually gonna be for you. Because the most important thing is when you don't get things, or when you want to teach people that may not understand, you have to be one of those people who can break that thing down. Now, I'm gonna show you how. Look, so now we have here, already they're emitting a pyramid structure. Okay, we have that. Now, we're gonna focus on, this is the part that's ringing a bell for me. The large depressed area, okay? So, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna look up the world map. I'm gonna show you something. And I'm gonna show you what depressed looks like and what flourishing looks like, the difference between the two. So, this is exactly why I don't need the coordinates. It's that simple. Now look. Okay, let me find what exactly we need. Perfect. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, you still seeing this? You still seeing this? Now, if you look at this map right here, look at all the places in the world that have a depressed area. You have Australia, depressed, by the way. I'm going to break this down. Depressed means an area that is not flourishing with lush plant life. So anywhere where it looks desert-like, desolate. Now, looking at this map, look at all the places on the map that look desolate. You have Northern Africa, the Middle East, all the way into Kazakhstan, okay, all the way over there into damn near India and all of Eastern Asia, Western Asia and Mid and Western Asia. You have it in Australia, you have it in South Africa, in East Africa, you have it in the west of, all the way to the top to the bottom of the west of South America, in all of damn near half of America and most of Mexico. So what you're looking at is all the depressed areas, the places that don't have plant life. Okay, now back to this. So now we know, now that's what we're looking at. Now they're giving us these coordinates, but they're talking about pyramids. So now we're gonna forget about that because we don't need it. What did they give us? They gave us pyramids. Okay, boom, number one. They gave us depressed areas. Boom, that's number two. Now you tell me, let's see. Pyramids were found here. Midwest. I mean, all over North America. That's on one of the coordinates. All of this going down here in the west of South America, in inland, on the south, and probably inland, where you see right here on the east, going inland. All this, it looks more like, less more depressed than the northern part. This is more of the basin. This is the main basin of South America. But all this shit right here, man, these are the coordinates, bro. And honestly, it's just what it is. All these areas. Now look, Okay, those are where the pyramids were at. Okay, let's see where else. There were pyramids all over the world. I'm gonna show you. You see over here in China, all over there. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Hold up, bro. I don't know why is that shaking like that? Yeah, my joint. All right, hold up. Back into it, man. Now look. Okay, so all this shit over here, Kazakhstan, all the way over here into northern China, there's known to be pyramids. And we're gonna go into that into another session. We're gonna go into that about the pyramids that are found, not only in the Americas, but the mysterious ones that are found in places we don't even talk about. But look, Australia, what do you think, man? You know, all these places popping up. These are the main places they're talking about, man. Let's not forget about Northern Africa. You know, let's not forget there are pyramids there too, but there weren't as many as there was in the Americas. This holds the record of the most pyramids. Okay, so now you know. Let's go back to here. All right, it's yellowish, okra colored. Okay. You want more proof, right? You guys want more proof, right? Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so let's go back to that map. What's that look like? What's the most yellowish parts of this map? Boom. Depends on what map you're looking up. What else they say? Okra. Let's look up the color. I gotta break this down, man, because when people want to come for you, can't let them. You gotta have the receipts. You know? Okay, what the hell is okra? What color is okra? See? What's that look like, man? An okra color. What's that look like? Green, bruh. Green. It had an okra color. Okay? So what did they say? Where was I at? Okay, they said it's yellowish with an okra color. So what they were talking about that it's like a depressed sandy yellowish okra color, meaning it's an area where it has depressed area surrounding it with this okra color. Boom. There you go. You know, is that what okra color is? It clearly sees that that's okra, and what color is okra? It's brown. They got brown. Yeah, brown and green. They're saying that it was a brown greenish area. That's what they're saying. This is why when you look it up, you get green and brown, man. Yeah. It's the only colors you find. Yeah. That's the same colors as the actual map, as the world map when you look on it, when you look it up in this way. You have to look up this map. Okay? The map when it's in color, with where everything's green and where it's desert, that's the map that's going to show you. So yeah, let's see, where the hell was I? I'm not going to read through too much, because it's just like, I'm not going to sit here speaking how they like to write this shit, like I'm not doing all that shit. I'm getting right to the point, but I'm going to put it right on the screen so you can see it. Okay, they're tracking severe clouds, more like dust storms. What does that say? More like dust storms. Okay, where's their dust storms? You know? Okay. It's geological problem. Geologic problem. Seems to be like okay, I'm not reading that shit. Okay, he says it's very weird. Is that like the right words you use when you you say something weird? It's weird. You can't actually tell me this is how they were writing in 1984, bro. There's no way. This is how they were. Is this how they like did? Is no way. Because it was those people that spoke like this. That's shocking. It's shocking. Like, is this like, is it like, what are we doing here? What is this? Can you get to the point? Brad. You're still early in the session. Okay, boom. Let me get to the point, y'all, because I feel like there's so much before let me maybe, you know, all this dumb shit. I think the only thing I can think of is this dude he's discovering something new. He's in a state of shock, because even then they'd be in a shock seeing these wonders, bro. You know, these things that I'm showing you, you know, these things that are right in your back door probably, bro. Just go outside and look. Hey, I got something for y'all, don't worry. If you feel like what I said isn't true about something being in your back door, then I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Don't worry, we'll get to that. But anyway, I love how we've been doing this shit for years, bro. You know? And people are like, oh nah, man, the mounds, man, that's nothing. That don't got nothing to do with nothing. You know? And it's funny because all these years and it's in your backyard. You know, once you come with all the evidence, they start seeing this, they're shell shocked, and then you show something in your backyard, right in the backyard of wherever you know, the backyard or wherever it may be out there in the world. You know, yeah. You're looking at this shit like, wait a minute, bro. I know damn well, bro. Because the Egyptians used to build mounds, man. And used to bury the pharaohs in them. So why is it here, bro? Why is it gated up? And why is it off it's surrounded by water in a freaking gate? Like how do you even explain that? How do you explain a fence? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's open on one side, but it's closed everywhere else, especially where the mound is. Why does it look like at one point there were people here? Why is it giving me that vibe? You know, that's like this. These videos I'm going to show you of me seeing this and showing you and talking about this and being able to witness this, bruh. Like, this is a witness most people just don't even know. It's just there to them, bruh. It's just another walk out in the park. It is in plain sight. But like I said, you have to have the sight to see this stuff, man. So look. Let me see. Okay, what's it say? It says, oh hell. He says, it's like mountains of dirt. Appear and then disappear. So what is he saying there, guys? What does that, when you go before, okay? So what are they talking about, guys? Are they talking about these mounds? Because it says mountains of dirt. What are they talking about? Well, I'm about to show you. Large, flat surfaces, very smooth, because what did they use? Limestone. You know, obsidian. They used smooth stones. That's why it was smooth. And this was in the Americas. Do you know what they used in Cairo? The same material, limestone. So, if limestone was used to build these, and that same blueprint was used in both these places, and these same blueprints can be found in the same similar material, can be found in multiple places in the world, who do you think these indigenous people were? Do I need to remind you of my last video? Do I need to remind you? You don't need to remind you people, man. Because you know. Look it. Let's read some more. Smooth. Angles. Walls. They're really large. Megalithic. I mean, they're megalithic. Now, Where in the world do we use the word megalithic when we're talking about the biggest pyramid in the world? Where's the biggest pyramid in the world? Can anybody tell us where the biggest pyramid in the world is? Because the biggest pyramid in the world, people, is in Mexico. Okay? Megalithic was given the name of a pyramid in Mexico. You see what I mean? They're talking about the Americas. I just wanted to keep giving you the receipts, you know. Oh, it's not in the Americas. Come on, bro. I'm just showing you what they mean when they say Mars. Whenever they come up with a story, now you can go back to whatever bullcrap they made up on the news, or wherever they made it up on, whatever mainstream garbage they got, right? You can go back now, and now because you know what I mean by Mars, what they mean by Mars, now you can decode their conversations. Now you know what they mean. Now you know what they mean. Billy Carson is he's giving you these things in code, man. Like when he says a hammer was found over here and was older than over there. Oh no, and then he says the planets crashed and all this other stuff. Bro, when I heard this, bro, I just like I had my hand on my head, like, bro, there's no way that there can be no reason that I feel like this. Like, why can a man say a planet crashed into this planet? Like, it's like they want to paint this imagery as they speak to you in your mind, and they want that to be the image, you know? It's like when a Christian says God, they think of the image in their head damn near is Jesus Christ. I guarantee you. It's an image thing. This is exactly why they come up with this Anunnaki and all these things. They're trying to put an image in your mind, bruh. You know? Just like with Moses, man. I'm going to get into Moses. Took Moses, man. Born from Thoth. Okay? Akhenaten, man. You got people studying their faith, right? Studying the copy of something very ancient. Not realizing they're reading an ancient Egyptian story. I'm gonna keep it up front with y'all. You're reading Egyptian history, okay? Nubian history. This is what you're reading. You're reading a book that has had words flipped around, okay? Hey, I'm gonna get into it, man. You're reading things that literally, you know, it's so important, bro, to know the facts, you know, because, man, I've sat on the train, man, and I've had conversations with, you know, Mormons and stuff, and I was very humble towards them because I knew they didn't know. And it's like I told them what I had to tell them, and see, I don't have this sort of like, I have this humbleness, but I don't have this, you know, I don't put nobody on a pedestal with their religion or nothing they do. You know, do that yourself. I put myself on a pedestal. You know, I don't allow people to do that for me. I think I put in enough work to put myself on that pedestal. You know, it wasn't me that put me there though. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, man, you're gonna use them, man. You're gonna use the darkness you're gonna use the enemy to really lift you up sometimes. But I'm trying to show y'all some shit, man. Like I'm trying to show y'all something, bro. Where the hell that shit go? Maybe it's the wrong book I posted. All these damn books, you know. So, me see. Let me see. So look, bro. Well, as I put that back in my mind, let's get back with this, bro. Tracking surface for clouds. Okay. If you want to, you can read this. I'm gonna tell you where to go find this anyway, bro. You can read it yourself. Actually, I'm gonna leave it down in the joint. I ain't gonna even do all that. Let me see. This was weird to me, seeing this. I am seeing it's like a perception of a shadow of people very tall and thin. So now they're describing the people tall and thin. That's the same description Bartolome de las Casas. That's the same one he made when he was when he came to the Americas. You can read. I'm gonna actually look that up right now, so you can see for yourself that this man was somebody who wrote about these people. This is the same connection. Okay, so this is the guy right here. I'm gonna do PDF. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I've been looking for this shit. I'm gonna find that short account, and I'm gonna find the entire book and shit. As I'm looking at this, you can take this and screenshot it and read it yourself. But I'm trying to find. There's a short account. Okay, what's this? I can't find it. But if you know, it's a pretty popular thing that he talked about, bro. Let me see. Let me see. How about we write account on. Okay, here we go. I want to find that, but anyway, bro, you can take it from me because I've read this. Damn, I had this shit, bro. I'll find this stuff. But as you can see here, it says that he was a man who believed in natural. I'm sure, I believe that because it was a journalist. He was just a journalist. He wasn't. But he was a person who made accounts, and one of those accounts was that he witnessed that. He witnessed what the people look like here, and that's exactly this is exactly how they said they look too. Tall, thin, bro. It's the only shadow. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see what this says. All right, now, I just keep seeing very large people. They appear thin and tall, but they're very large. Wearing some kind of strange clothes. Strange, huh? If they was, let me tell you something though, because I can break this shit down even deeper, even when it don't look like there's nothing in it. When you say some people are strange, you're talking about somebody who's more unique than anything that you've conquered over there. And that's what I mean by the feather is only worn and only comes from Egypt. It comes from them. This is exactly why the head dress of the Native Americans looks just like the pharaoh's headset. It's representing the locks, the dreadlocks, like in the Maya and the Incas. Those people you see on the walls. Make the connection. Same shit. And that's what I mean by that, bro. So look, bro. Where the hell was I? Taller, they're very large, are wearing some kind of weird clothing. Okay, let's see. Let's move on. Like, you know, it to me, bro. I know they put this shit out in plain sight because they know that y'all won't even look for this stuff, bro. They probably shocked to see that there's an individual looking for this stuff that knows that, you know what? Of course I'm going to look at it. If you're going to approve it for release, the people should look at it. They shouldn't be afraid. It's approved. It's free to look at. You know? It's like how can you hide the truth but then put it out here and then get mad because somebody decided, hey, I'm going to go look for it and found it. Oh, boo-hoo, I found it. He's too smart. You know? Get a life. Anyway, deep inside of a cavern, not a cavern, more like a canyon. It's always weird when they're like, we're not even gonna go into that. The word tells it all. They're making the Grand Canyon Area 52 because there's nothing there. Let's move on. You know, you're dealing with a place that was the Mecca, Egypt, not the regular Cairo, the Mecca, Egypt. Okay, this is the Mecca, Egypt. This is not regular little baby Egypt, little Cairo. Okay, no, this is the Mecca. Okay, where the Meda humans were. More advanced people at that time, where we weren't invaded by fucking morons from all over the world, bruh. Or not from all over the world. Because I know, when you're speaking of a black race of indigenous people, right? You're speaking of a second indigenous people from Asia, right? Known as the Native Americans, right? Who are also indigenous because of their own migrations, right? So, you're dealing with two separate people, right? Who end up having these feuds because, I mean, how do I know you were gonna end up at the door, you know? Of course there's gonna be feuds. I mean, who the fuck are you? You know? What do you think's gonna happen? Like, so now you have the whole shit going back and forth. Of course. I'm trying to give you that vision, that idea in your mind of what's really going on here, you know? And when people say, hey man, they migrated from one way, it's bullshit, because now I'm about to get into the Polynesians, I'm about to get into the Hawaiians, you know, Melakaliki, you know, I'm about to get into all that shit, bro. I'm getting into the South American indigenous and why I think and why I know that they're connected to all the Southeast Asians and Polynesia. You know, the master seafarers were Polynesians. Do you know who they got that from? The Africans. You see that? The French Polynesians of today are known back then, even to this day, to be master seafarers. Do you see why the cultures connect? Melakaliki Maka. You feel me? Like, why do you think the cultures are similar. Look at the flowers and all the pretty colors, and look it over there, and look how it's similar, and how the frig do you think they made it over there? If you say these people migrated from over there, then where do you think all these people come from as they mix and migrate? You know, how do you think this shit works? All right, let's move on. I could go on and on, bro, about it's just, you know, it's a place to release the thoughts, the things you want to speak on, you know. It's therapy, it's great. Anyway, they're telling us it's a cavern. You see the size of the Grand Canyon? Nothing in Cairo. The thing that this that you see in Cairo in America makes that Cairo shit look like a baby. Do you see the size of the Grand Canyon? I don't think you have any idea how big that shit was by looking at all that. I don't think we really understand, bro. I really don't. I don't think we understand. I also don't think we understand how big Africa is. I think our minds, see, the problem is with people's minds and images, it's a dangerous thing. Because, like I said, as 3D physical beings, everything we see is going to be seen as its actual shape. So now look, you think the map is that size? You think South America, North America is that size? It's way bigger. Africa's way bigger. It's all way bigger. So it's like, I think it's hard to figure this shit out, man. Yeah, man, Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon. They could have, see, they don't want to tell us. You got to understand this. This is the thing that views in the people's hearts that run the world. The thing that fires them, that they don't want to fuel. You know, they don't want to tell you. Okay? They don't want to tell you. You know how I know they don't want to tell you? Deep inside of a cavern. Not a cavern. More like a Grand Canyon. Well, Canyon would make sense because later on it was called Grand, you know. Okay, Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon. You might as well put an E on that. People who speak another language would hear grand. You feel me? Very big. Grande. Grand. With me, it's the same fucking, you see what I mean? You see? It was big. Grand Canyon. You see? They're not going to say Grand Canyon because obviously at the time it wasn't Grand Canyon like it is today. It was just a canyon. So yes, it was the Grand Canyon, my people. Let's keep going, man. How did it look when they first discovered it? And there's like a structure with it's a wall canyon. Okay, it's like the wall of the canyon itself has been carved. So if you were wondering on TikTok or anywhere, are these more than likely like what you see in India across the ocean in Asia, what you see in all these places in China, all of these places with all these carvings that go into the ground? You got to understand, bro, there are people who visited all these places. When Billy Carson talks about a hominid people, they went there, they visited these hominids, they were, that's what he's talking about. That's why a lot of people are dark, but they don't have nappy hairs, because you got to understand, bro, they come from the same shit, bro. So this is what we have to understand, bro. Like, this is what they mean. This is why a lot of them don't look like, for example, African Americans. This is why we look different than everybody, bro. Because we in the Americas was the whole different, it was a whole new world. You know, like, it's just what it is, man. You already know. Okay, so it's been carved. So when you see them things, yes, they were carving things. They carved it straight into the canyon, man. Very large structures. See, they got no intricacies, okay? Huge sections of smooth stone. Probably some sort of what's that stone that stone that I said they make I don't know why, but you know the stones they use in there. I'm gonna get it. I don't know. The same stones they use to build the pyramids, okay, and the structures here. I don't know. I just had it. Let's keep going, man. Excuse me. Very large road, and there's a marker. I keep getting. Okay. What do they mean by this? Appears to be the end of a very large road, and there's a marker thing that's very large. Keep getting Washington Monument overlay. It's like an obelisk. So they're saying there was an obelisk that was carved there. And if you don't know what an obelisk looks like, let's look up an obelisk. Okay. Yeah, they're saying there's an obelisk. What the hell? Why would you? And I'm gonna tell y'all, be careful with a lot of the shit you read, but it's the wording, you know. What's weird is I'm questioning whether I'm getting the earlier account, the modern day account, rewritten, or is this at that time? Okay, if I'm correct, this is in 1984. This is when this was. Okay, so we have to think. Okay, this was in that time, but that's not that far back. Like that's not far back at all. That's nothing. You know, our parents were born in the '60s. That's, you know, the '80s. We're '90s babies. You know, like what? That's not that far back at all. You know, for those that's in their '90s, you know, like that's crazy. But at the end of the day, ragged right in the middle of a huge circle basin. Okay, like look, I'm about to blow your mind, bro. Like there was an obelisk. Okay, I'm gonna show you why I know that they moving from North America to South America. Okay, keep getting Washington Monument overlay. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. I think they straight up telling us. I ain't gonna even lie. I mean, on a real note, like they this is what was in the Grand Canyon, man, and this is what they hiding from us. They don't want us to see nothing. Obelisk. Let me see what obelisk mean. But you know what, bro? I don't know who's leaking it. I don't know if they got some super spies. But bro, somebody is really good at what they do, bro, and they be getting this shit out here. But yeah, they found this in the Grand Canyon apparently. That's crazy. Okay. So they found that in the Grand Canyon. Now, they found this right here in the Grand Canyon. Let's look up the Grand Canyon, y'all, so we can okay. You know what's really important to me though? This is what's important. I started thinking about this because I was watching a movie. What's that? The Hitman's Bodyguard. And Samuel L. Jackson, he played his name was Kincaid. And I don't know why, bro, but it's not something that passed my mind. Now, mind you, I wasn't even studying this shit. Like I was on some different shit at the time. I had some other important stuff I was writing and stuff, but because I do that too, you know. And it's like the name Kincaid, like I've never heard of it, but the shit stuck to me when I heard the damn name. And I think I looked it up, and it goes back to a man who was a veteran who then got hired to go investigate the Grand Canyon. Okay? Now, that was his name, Kincaid. I don't know the first name. That's the last name, Kincaid. And that's the same name Samuel L. Jackson used, man. And that's exactly why I got into, like, wait a minute, bro. That fucking name, bro. Why is that shit keep sticking? Look. Kincaid. Is it Kincaid? How do you spell that shit? Is it with a K? There we go. Yeah. It's with a K, right? Yeah, Kincaid's K with a K. Alright, see? And listen, bro. I'm about to show you. You see this hole sticking out the side of this Grand Canyon, bro? That's an entrance to something, bro. Y'all see this shit? This the Grand Canyon. Now, I'm gonna show you this because it's gonna get for real, bro. It's a hole right here. Now, what you looking at, I'm gonna show you that these were chambers in the Grand Canyon. Now, look at this right here, and I want you to see something. I'm about to zoom it in. Now, if you look close at this, I need to get a, let me see. Let me see. I want to show you these chambers. This is perfect. This is perfect right here. All right. Now take a good look at this. So I'm about to show you what I mean by, man, these were chambers built into the Grand Canyon, man. They built chambers into the Grand Canyon. Now, I'm going to help you see what I'm talking about. What I'm seeing right now, if you look, I don't know if you can see my cursor. I have no idea if you can. Okay, you should see my cursor. Okay, so what you have is, hold up, let me put my chat up. So what you have is, so I want you to watch my cursor. Now look at these long parts, you know, these pieces right here sticking out like this, but I want you to look at the way the dirt is going down. You see that? This is something these are chambers, okay? You see that? These are chambers right here, bro. Alright? Those are chambers. I'm trying to show you in a different way because, bro, they keep on having this shit. It's just not clear enough. Yeah, those are chambers, man. I'm telling you, man, this place has had floods, man. Floods. Okay. Now let's get into this. Now I'm going to show you why on this thing they're talking about South America. I'm going to show you straight up. It's like I'm in the middle of a huge circular basin. Oh, circular basin, huh? Where's the circular basin, everybody? Well, let me show you. Watch my cursor. See? That's a circle. You can create a circle out of the Amazon basin, which can be found in South America. Yeah, that's where the main basin of the world is. Okay? When I see this, I see something so much bigger than what people's minds tell them, man. This place was one of the most luscious places on earth, bro. I can see why Asia, one of the most luscious places on earth. I could see why it's on both sides of the world. You know? So at the end of the day, look, let me see, where the fuck? Yeah, basins. It's a basin of the range mountains, almost very tall. Now, the range mountains, if you don't know anything about South America, I'm about to tell you something. The mountains that run along the side basin of South American basin of the rainforest would be right here where you see this gray part. These are known as the Rainbow Mountains. There's a place over there called the Rainbow Mountains, and I believe this is Peru. Or what am I looking at? Yeah, I believe I'm looking at Peru. Let me make sure. I like to be right. And let me see if I was right. Peru or something, bro. What up? Chile? Okay, Chile. All right. It's good to check. But anyway, so we're dealing with Chile, all right? And they're fucking, this is where the mountain basin, what they're talking about. So as you can see so far as I'm reading this, they're talking about the Americas, man. Come on, bro. Come on. Unbelievable. Let's keep going. Basins, okay, very ragged mountains, very tall. Let me show you something, man. Let me show you these mountains. Let's go to ragged. Let me show you how the mountains look. I want you to see, you know, physically with your own eyes. Okay, so now, okay, when you see, what did they say again? They said very, okay, where the fuck okay, very ragged mountains, very tall. All right, let me go back here, guys. I'll break it all down. I'll break everything down for y'all, man. It's not because y'all slow, it's because that's how I do shit. Okay? Ragged, torn, okay? I break this down for y'all. So you're dealing with a place that had ragged, but the mountaintops were ragged, but they were tall. So what you do is, you know, I'm looking around, and the first thing that I'm seeing that looks very tall and ragged are these mountains, man. The Andes Mountains. You know, you have the Andes Mountains that are very ragged. Okay, they're tall as hell, but they're ragged. And then you have the Machu Picchu. Okay, these are very tall but ragged mountains, man. You know, in a way, but these ones are way more ragged though. But I'm gonna show you some more. Okay, I mean those aren't actually ragged to me, but I'm gonna go with the Andes Mountains, to be honest, because they do look kind of raggedy in some way. I mean, they look like mountains to me. I wouldn't call them raggedy myself, but you know, I mean, let's use this. Very high raggedy mountains. Yeah, the Andes. The Andes. This is what they're giving me. And it looks kind of crazy. The Andes. I mean, I don't know, Patagonia. I don't know. Let me see what these look like. Those look raggedy, you know? It's either the Patagonia or the Andes, and I don't know. The Andes is a treacherous shit, man. The Andes, that's what it is. The Andes, because when you look at the map, you're dealing with what? What are you dealing with? You're dealing with a whole, like, look at this, man. This entire strip on the western coast of South America is like, it's like mountains. It's like mountain ranges and strips and shit. And you got all types of different unique landscapes and mountains. That's what they're talking about. So I just wanted to give you a closer understanding of that, so you can see that. That's what they're talking about. Okay, so okay, seems to be all for something that's just really big. Everything's big, you know. So you're dealing with somebody who's for the first time going off and exploring this stuff, bro. The farther you go back, the less people was really into this shit, bro. I'm telling you. You know, more and more they became more involved, the more they discovered, you know, into a little different place. Okay. So now they're about to move northeast. Okay. The cluster of squares up and down. Okay, what's that sound like? It's like you want to make them square anyway. They're almost flush with the ground, and it's like they're connected. Something very white will reflects light. You know, I was thinking of those salt dunes in South America. It's very white. Damn near reflects light. You know? And I think it's Bolivia. They got them in Bolivia. There's these salt mines. It's the same stuff the Egyptians used. You'll find that in Egypt. You know? But at the end of the day, let's go to... Now, here they go down. They say, what's the position of observing? Look at the things that reflects light as you look at this thing that reflects light. Okay, so something that they're looking at is reflecting light. Whatever this is, it's not normal. He's never seen it before. It's something probably shiny. Only shiny objects can reflect light. Huh? There's a lot of different crystals and things that reflect a lot of things, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. So look, and it's more than likely the material that was used to build it. But let's keep going. Let's see. Where the hell was I? Let me read that in case it says something very white reflects light. Very white or reflects light, man. Okay. Okay. You see, this is exactly why I showed you that I'm gonna put this video up. I'm gonna maybe I can connect my phone and find this video. Let me go to my TikTok. Let me see if I can find this video for y'all, man. Go to my TikTok.
Fun facts about me is that I only pay $15 a month for my wireless plan. I used to have a wireless plan that had sky-high bills, restrictive contracts, and endless hidden fees.
The absence of no...
Yeah, I wanted to show you this video, man. Where did it go? Alright, hold up, bro. Well, you know what, man? Yeah, bro. That's just what I be on, bro. I don't know what the hell happened. Why did my shit do that? What must the hell did it? Let me see.
We were here for good, but like there's a lot of you that I can. What do you mean?
Oh, fuck's sake. But look, yeah, let's go back to this, man. So they're gonna go northeast now, okay? They're gonna say, okay, there's some rounded bottom curved channels like road beds, aqueduct type things. This is what I'm showing y'all in this video. What I'm gonna do is, bro, I'm gonna make a separate video, and then what I'm gonna do is when I'm live, I'm gonna show you the video of what I got, all right? And I'm gonna blow your mind, bro. I'm telling you, like the way I'm gonna show you what's going on with this, bro. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take on another decent day. I'm gonna take a walk, bro. We gonna figure this shit out, bro. Whenever I feel like it, we gonna figure this shit out. You know? I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. It's right in your backyard, bro. Okay, so moving on. It says, see some pointed tops of something on the horizon. What does it say? Some pointed tops of something on the horizon. Even the horizon looks funny and weird. It's like a different, misty, like it's really far away, very vague. So misty, meaning it had to be. What are they talking about, people? A temple, something in the basin. It was sticking above the tree line, which is how they were able to discover it. It was that big. It was sitting right there, hidden in plain sight, hidden in the lush areas. Had aqueducts like a pyramid. You know, yeah. Let's see. They're gonna move southeast now. Okay, see pyramids. Can't tell if it's overlay or not because they're different. Okay, do these pyramids have insides, outsides? Got both, and they're huge. It's really it's in they're speaking on all the temples they found, the pyramid structures they found all in the Americas. It's that simple, people. It's not even this deep, but it's something you got to see. Yeah. They're telling you all the, you know, and honestly, I'm getting bored of reading this because it's a fact that I already know, and you know when you already know something, you know the point is to teach people, and it's just like maybe it's just like this pathetic attempt, you know, to, you know, I don't know. It's filtered from storms or something. Yeah, exactly. It's what they're saying is they were built the same way as the igloos were built. Igloos they're built to prevent storms. So, especially where the Eskimos lived, that stuff it was used to prevent the storms, man. That's the number one reason why you would build something like that in an area like that. The number one thing when it comes to survival skills is when you're living in a rough environment like that, you need to make sure that it's going to keep you from being hit by all those storms and things like that, whether it's cold weather or whether it's dusty storms like that in the West. That's what you would need, you know? So I don't know how you're going to keep warm and keep cool in one of those, because I remember when I was younger, it was wintertime and you had that soft but heavy stuff coming down, so it was perfect to make an igloo. And I remember I made an igloo. It took me 3 days. I made it by myself with just a shovel. Packed it down, carved it out. It fit 3 people to sit up straight, Indian style, you know. They could sit up in there. It got hot as a bitch, you know. I cleaned the floor bottom off, you know. I'm telling you how I did it so you can see, okay. Cleaned the floor off, you know, because obviously it was grass there, so then I could add leaves on top or whatever. or grass, or just added that as a layer. Then I put mud, added some wet mud on the inside and added leaves. It made it super hot in there. If it cools off, you can add a hole. It won't make it cold in there. I carved a beautiful doorway out of it. You can go in and out. It fit 3 fucking people. And like I said, that shit took me 3 long fucking days because, like I said, when you have nothing to do, one thing you're doing if you don't want to be, whether I'm inside or outside, I'm always going to be warm because I know how to survive. That's what y'all need to look for, man. These people's first objective being in this harsh environment was to survive. That's straight up. Forget, oh, yes, it's wondrous, but bruh, you're in a harsh environment. Bro, they're like, look, if I'm gonna make this bad boy to protect me from the storms, this place gonna have to be built up with roads, with infrastructure and all type of shit. I'm gonna have to make this shit. This place gonna have to be a city. We're gonna have to build it like from the mud, okay? And so this is what they did. And yes, this place flourished even in storms, bro. Okay? So they're like shelters from storms. Yes, that's what they are. So when you think about this, we go into, it was magic. The aliens did it. It was simply people of higher knowledge who built it, not only because the building structure came from their knowledge, but they were able to use that structure from their blueprint, from their ancestors, on how to survive in other countries and other land masses. It's the same thing in Cairo. It was not only built for the pharaohs, it was built for all of these separate reasons in one. Not only was it built for the pharaohs, it was built for protection from storms. They had when you're being an architect, right? When you're an architect, you have to master. Being a master architect is knowing how to master avoiding the elements. It's a part of the architecture. Being an architect. We're dealing with Thoth. We're dealing with a real architect, a person of alchemy, magic. Okay? Magic. For my dark magic people. For my evil ones. No. Listen. At the end of the day, yeah, this is what you're dealing with, bro. They're like shelters from the storms. I'm sorry, man. But look, bro, different chambers, but they're almost stripped of any kind, furnishings or anything. It's like a strictly functional place for sleeping, or that's not a good word, hibernation. Yeah. So basically these places, these temples, these pyramid structures look like a fucking teepee on the inside. Like, how the teepees look? There's nothing in them. There's like some deer skins, maybe a couple buffalo skins in there. It's nothing in there. Maybe a carpet or two. The couple beds in there, little things, the cots to sleep on, the shoes on the side of the bed, whatever. Little shit hung up everywhere. That's what they were like in these things. Like it wasn't something where you go in and you can I don't know. I don't want to feel like, I want to believe that they were able to create portals because they did exist, man. Where do you think they got it from? We're going to get into that. We're going to get into obsidian and the stones, all these ancient stones. We're going to get into what they were used for, okay? Right. But they're almost stripped of any kind. Like, I wanted to say this. When you take specific stones and you attract them to a certain type of light source, and then you beam that on something to get its reaction, you got to understand what you get. Like, as a kid, you grow up watching like these cartoons where you see all this crazy stuff, Jimmy Neutron, Ed and Eddie, all these different things, all these little nerdy shows that's showing you, Ben 10, all this stuff that's showing you in the movie, but they're putting it in the kid shows rather than in what we watch as adults, because it's like I said, they're trying to avoid karma. So all they got to do is put it out there. They don't have to give it to us like that, direct. This is why people like us know this. This is why we give it to y'all raw like this. Because they know that they're not giving this shit to you in out of the purposes of your freedom of fucking knowing, bro. You know what I mean? They don't, like I said, they don't want to give you this shit, bro. Okay, so hibernations, okay. Hibernations, man. Like I said, when you talk about the Mayas, they traveled, the Incas, all these people, you're talking about, when we're talking about these people who had to deal with treacherous weather, which caused migration towards the north. I'm gonna say this again now. This treacherous weather, which causes these people to migrate towards the north. I'm gonna let you do the rest now, because, you know, the mainstream media is telling y'all a lot. Alright? Alright? You gotta understand, bro. I don't think y'all know. I don't think, because the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round. You see what I mean? Now you see the direction in which they migrate. You see what I mean? Yeah. You can't be listening to these mainstream idiots, man. See? Yeah. That's what I mean. Keep telling y'all that shit. Man, bro. Let's keep going, man. I'm gonna keep it real though. People who speaking more code like me, and that's not really direct, but, you know, because you already know. Alright, look. Raw input, sleeping through storms. Savage Storm and Sleeping Through Storms. Yeah, of course. That was only one of them. They use these shits for different shits. Okay, tell me about the ones who sleep through the storms. Very tall again, very large people, but they're thin. They look thin because of their height, and they dress like in, oh hell, it's like real light silk. Okay, so they put me on to some shit, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie to you. They put me on to some shit. I had to look that shit up. All right, hold up. They just put me on to some shit. All right, so. All right, they said, you know, I have to look up silk. Now, these people I want to look it up because where they get silk from. And this could be found everywhere. Okay. And this can be found, cocoon silkworms, which are the larvae of the silk moth. Okay. Okay. So, what are we doing here? Let's see something, bro, because what I'm not understanding is silk. They're saying the silk moth. Let me see something. And you know what I'm gonna say, bro? I can guarantee you. Okay, now that we know, silk. All right, which could be found through these little bugs. Okay, silk, very large, naturally grown over here, by the way. I just wanted y'all to see that as well. Okay. Naturally grown. Like a real light silk. But it's like flowing type of clothing. It's like cut to fit. Yeah, they knew how to do that shit. And they all did. Polynesians, they all did. They got that same knowledge flowing through them too. Okay, move close to one of them and ask them to tell you about themselves. They're ancient people. So he's basically saying they're elderlies, is what he's saying. They're dying, it's past their time or age. So yeah, these people was probably 100 years old, bro. Old ass people. They had a lot of younger people with them, but you know, in these tribes, the young people go out and do stuff. You know, the men and women when they're young. But they're looking for a way to survive, and they just can't. Now, mind you, they're talking about the people in the north. I mean, in the south, okay, in South America. All right. Now, mind you what I said about their migration towards the north. So now I'm about to listen. For all y'all watching, I'm about to debunk this other story. You know the other story. I'm about to debunk it. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Hey, I'm turning it counterclockwise, like clockwise. Not counterclockwise, clockwise. Okay? I got you. Now look. They're ancient people. Okay, now let's go down. I'm about to show you. Can't seem to get their way out. They can't seem to find their way out. So they're hanging on while they look or wait for something to return or something coming with the answer. What is they're waiting for? Okay. They're evidently a group or a party of them that went to find a new place to live. See, I be thinking I'm lying, bro. They're finding a new place to migrate to. They're young ones, they're sons, and they're brave, whatever. You know, sometimes they had females that were considered warriors, so that would go out and do the same, but it was usually the men, you know. But listen, bro, this is what I keep telling y'all. The history is of migration, the geographical, the issues they had are the same reasons why you get this. I'm proving to you what really happened. Mainstream's a motherfucking lie. The devil is a motherfucking lie. Alright? Straight like that. They're hanging on while they look or wait for something to return or something coming with the answer. Alright? Like, we're not talking about the first people. We're talking about the migration. Don't get it twisted now. But look, evidently was a group or a party of them that went to find a new place. Okay? It's like I'm getting all kinds of overwhelming input of the corruption of their environment. Okay? It's falling very rapidly. And this group went somewhere, like a long way, to find another place to live. So, I believe I'll be knowing what I'm talking about. You know, when I told you about, I don't know if you ever heard me say this, but any of this, I looked at my other videos, I don't even know if I even stated this, but there was a story. I'm going to find this story for you in the future. I'm going to come back and I'm going to introduce it to you. There was a short story that, I don't know, it was a Sioux tribe that talked about, back then, before all the bullshit, there was an ancient story that talked about how they traveled to South America to trade, you know, aka meet a different tribe, you know. And when they got there, to these South American tribal people, they realized, now this is probably some bullshit, or it's probably just them putting the truth in plain sight. Like I said, they cannot give you the direct truth. These are evil people here. We're working with people who will give you the truth. I said it again. But, back to it. these people, when the Sioux, which means little snakes, by the way, Sioux means little snakes. Okay, now when they ran into this tribal people, right? They did not have any quarrel. Okay, they recognized the similarity. What they did was, the first thing these tribes do to communicate, they shake hands. Now, the handshake is very important in these tribes, okay? It can only represent the same or a difference. Now, the thing is, when they shook hands, they were shaking each other's hands the same exact way. Now, you got to understand, handshakes in these native cultures it has meaning. There's a meaning behind these handshakes. So, if they had two different handshakes, when they have two different handshakes, that would mean they're not of the same people. But the fact that they have the very exact same handshake on the same side of the same world, they were the same people. They knew they were the same people. You know, so when we sit here, we can't even debate this, because I'm just going to have to show this to you in the future, man. But you really are dealing with people who actually know, like I know, like I'm showing you, that, bro, this is real life, man. Like, yeah, these are, in fact, this is how they migrated. They're showing you how they migrated. This is debunking the way they say they came here. I debunked it. Okay? Anyway, now, you gotta understand. Do you know what climate does to a person? Yeah. You tell me why the Eskimos used to be darker complected. Where'd they come from? I mean, has anybody ever seen an Eskimo before? Because I think we're seeing all these modern day Eskimos, but you got to understand, if you've seen a real actual Eskimo, you know, not the mainstream Eskimos that y'all like to see all the time. I'm talking about, like, when you go to China and you see a darker person, bro, you know who's the original there, bro. Who's still got, you know, you would know. It's just what it is, bro. Yeah, like, you can tell there's a presence of us in every damn place, bro. But, like, this shit right here, come on, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, a group or a part of them. Okay, so what did I tell y'all, man? An atmospheric disturbance or the environment disturbance. So landslides, volcanic eruptions, things like that cause them to migrate. Isn't this a part of their history, bro? Isn't this a part of their history? Aren't there people who know this is actual history? It's like, you should know, people should know this, man. Some people's cultures are actually taught this, especially in this side of the world, and I really feel like some people should know this. I see a picture of but we're not the only ones being suppressed. I'm making that be known too. I see a picture of it's almost a warp in a. See, this is such a, it's a waste to read, bro. This is a waste. Okay, it's through a river. Okay. Oh, I get a globe. It's like a globe that goes through a comet's tail. So he's talking about a shooting star or something? What is he talking about? It's through a river of something. But it's all very cosmic. It's like a space picture. Oh, we leave this in good. Okay. You know what don't make sense, bro? There's so much in this, bro. We're gonna continue this though, bro. We're gonna continue this. bro. I'm gonna get on the part 2 tomorrow, bro, on this, bro. We gonna get back on this. Yeah. Alright, y'all, bro. If you end up watching this tonight, bro, you can see me, bro. I'm probably be on 1, 2, you know, maybe late, 1, 2 o'clock. See me, you pop up probably then, I don't know. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Alright, man. If y'all want some more knowledge, then let me know what y'all want.